Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Got a great topic for us to talk about today. When I say anyone can get started, I mean anyone. I'm anyone who knew nothing before I got online here and chose YouTube for my platform to promote the product that I love, and that is so helpful to so many things. People online are killing it, right now. And that's why I'm really excited to just kind of share a little bit more about what I'm learning and why I can speak about this with confidence. So first off, the easiest strategy to start selling digital products, and this is really for beginners. If you're getting started, you need to have some sort of direction. You need to know, first of all, once you decide to go online, figure out what product you might want to promote or sell. And then if you're online, you got to choose a platform, right? That's why it's digital marketing. So again, I chose I chose YouTube instead of Facebook or Instagram or any of those other platforms. To me, it just resonated with me. I just love the format of it. And YouTube can be very powerful to help people get some traction, especially when they're getting started. So a lot of what we hear about selling products, online, you have to find your niche or your niche. You have to have a brand, and you have to speak to a certain target market. Well, man, I didn't even know where to start. How do I know who my target, market is? Who is going to want to listen to me? Well, my stories. Who am I? I'm just getting started, and that's kind of how I felt. Can be very discouraging, a little bit defeating, but with the course that I've gone through, now I completely understand, how it works, and having success with it as well. So I just wanted to hop on here and share a little bit that with you guys. But I'm just going to talk a little bit about what we learned about a niche and a personal brand, and kind of what the difference is. So, your personal brand is kind of where yourself, your authentic self, and the value of what you deliver to your target market come together. So that would be your niche market. It kind of should separate you from your competitors, so to speak, because as we know, there's billions of people. I think there's like 2.5 billion people that are on YouTube. Plenty of creators on there as well. So how do I differentiate myself? One of the issues a lot of newbies have, or beginners have, they go too broad. They're trying to attract too many people. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today, and why that's so important. It's kind of like, we've all heard the jack of all trades. To be a jack of all trades, you're a master of none. So it really emphasizes, focusing on a particular product instead of being just a generalist. And that's kind of what niche marketing is. What it is really you're focusing on a specific segment of the population, and maybe just one product to one target market, instead of focusing on a general products, all kinds of products to everybody, trying to serve everyone. So this can be a little bit, for me, it took me a little bit of time really to understand, but my homework, or where I finally figured out, was really drilling down on who my target market is. So I'm going to kind of share with you, how I learned how to do that. So of course, every big corporation, every big company, every small business, they cater to a certain market. There's certain things, that you're going to find in there. You're not going to go to Ace Hardware to find what you might want to, find at Albertsons or Walmart, right? Totally different. They're serving several different people for different reasons that you go to each of those stores. So, and then each of those within that market or that store are other things that you can buy as well. So that would be more niching down within that, broad offering of what that store might have. So as an example, let's say Coca-Cola, Diet Coke is a niche product for Coca-Cola. And that is one of the biggest sodas that they profit from, is the Diet Coke. They also have Sprite, Fanta, Smart Water, Vitamin Water. So now they start niching down maybe into the people who are concerned about health or fitness, or not consuming a bunch of sugar. So maybe folks who are a little concerned about weight, weight loss or maintaining a healthy weight. So before they even start promoting those products or those products roll out, they do all kinds of homework on demographics, on pricing, on geographics, and just the marketplace itself before they even roll it out. So we really should be giving a little bit more effort to our content, not just throwing stuff up there and then wondering why we're not getting views, why we're not getting clicks, why we're not getting subscribers, right? So kind of the thing to keep in mind too is when we're selling or offering a product, all these products, all these companies I just mentioned, they offer a solution, right? Somebody needs, a tool, they go to Ace Hardware. Somebody needs paint, they go to Ace Hardware. Somebody needs a pork roast, they're not going to go to Ace Hardware, they're going to go to Albertsons or another store. So kind of the same thing. And that's what we really want to start drilling on and want to keep in mind. So we want to spend a little bit more time in this area too when we get started, because we want to make sure of the demographic that we are targeting. So for me, my target market is, the 40 plus folks who are still working full time, but who are very interested in becoming job optional. Maybe they just want some extra income. Maybe they're just tired of working in a call center and having headset hair, playing Game of Thrones, for the last 10, 15 years. And they're really trying to change their life, both have financial freedom, time freedom, just to be their own boss and finally have their own business. Those are all the things that, motivated me to, buy the course, go through the course, and start implementing, exactly what I was learning. So you want to make sure that, when you're creating content, you want to make sure you're building it around something that you can speak of, something that you're an authority on. Because, when we start chatting it up, it's really easy to know and see if someone doesn't really know what they're talking about. I mean, that kind of becomes kind of obvious. So we don't want to start off like that. We want to make sure that we're staying within our lane, and that we're doing it, explaining or talking to our target market and providing solutions to their problems. So when I purchased this course, it was because I had a problem. All the aforementioned things that I talked about, those are things that weighed heavy on me. I mean, they're keeping me up at night, with the financial issues, the, retirement income or things, just my goals that I wanted to have by a certain time in my life. So I knew I had to make a change, and I had, like mentioned before, tried so many different things, but this really resonated with me because it's something that I could do while I was working full time, and just squeeze it into my schedule, hours here, hours there. Just taught me really how to manage my time and structure my time. But one of the biggest things that I had a problem with is okay, I'm going to be on YouTube. Now what do I talk about, right? How do I, what do I say? So really the course provides direction, and of course we have a great community that really helps us just drill down to figure out what that is. And it's a work in progress. It's just constantly evolving. You're constantly getting to know that person better, or that avatar, that target market that you will purchase your product, because they have the same kind of issues too, and they have the same kind of problems that you may be having as well. And that they'll appreciate, they look to you as a resource because you're helping them get from where they are now to where they want to be. So for me, going back to that my target market is the over 40 plus. I'm well over 40. Gen Xer, baby boomers as well. So who are these people, that really had to do my homework? So these are folks born anywhere between 1965 and 1981. Some of the characteristics is work-life balance. That's really important to them. They want to be able to work, make a good income, but also have a personal life, and may work to live rather than live to work. Also, they may be able to adopt well to new technologies. They've been able to stay relevant in technologies. Like when the computers came out, not 1980, 1990, I mean, they were just brand new. So I like to tell people I'm older than Google because I would, getting online and the World Wide Web and all that was huge. That was a big deal. But a lot of folks haven't stayed, relevant up to a point where, they feel really comfortable. And that was one of the things that, I felt that I really would need some help on, because there's all this new phrasing and landing pages and funnels and email responders. Man, I was just, I look, where do I start? So anyways, let me, I'll get into that more later. But speaking a little bit about my target market, or my avatar, and also one of the other qualities. So we're talking the work-life balance, flexibility, and then openness. That's another quality. They communicate openly and honestly, and they do open to general feedback. We tend to be very resourceful. We love entrepreneurship. So that would be a little bit different from maybe our parents who viewed success. You grow up, go to high school, maybe go to college, but you get a job and you're there for the next 25 to 30 years and you retire and then boom. So that's like what my mom and dad did, or my grandparents did, just that kind of mindset. But, anybody who's Gen X or even, baby boomers still have that. They want to have more of that, be in control of more of their time and more of their income. A little more self-sufficient, results-orientated, hardworking, don't like to be micromanaged. So that's kind of the broad, who my target market is. So that is who my avatar is, because I really feel like this course, this educational platform, and our community is really a solution for them. It will help them get to where they need to be as a beginner, starting from A to Z, taking you through all the steps of how to figure out how to build your funnels, your landing pages, how to create an autoresponder, payment options, for people. And it just walks you through everything. So you don't need to be like super techie to get this, because I am certainly not. So that was, that's included in my target market, people who maybe don't have the technology or feel they're a little bit, maybe their skills aren't up to where they need to be. So although that is the niche, if I just drill down too much more, then it may not be beneficial. So for instance, if I said, okay, I'm only going to talk to people who are 40 plus, baby boomers, but they all have to be in the debt settlement industry, or they all have to be working in a call center, or now that's getting too much, too narrowed down. So then I had to kind of like, back up a little bit and realize, hey man, this could be for anybody working a 9-to-5 and jobbing it, every day, but really want to get out of that, of where they're at for all the reasons, I mentioned above. I love Grant Cardone. One of the things he says is the niches get you the riches, but staying in the niches leaves you in the ditches. So same thing. If I would have just too much targeting and overthinking that for that target market, then you lose it. Then you're getting too specific. So I hope that kind of, does make sense to you. You just don't want to say, hey, I want to talk to everybody, anybody who wants to, start a digital marketing business online. Well, that's everybody, but it's too general. So you got to go a little bit deeper, because you want to make sure that you're talking about something that's relatable, something that you can relate to them, something that you can share with your target audience. Those are the things that draw people to you. And that's kind of when I say anybody can get started. Really, it's just a matter of being yourself. And I know that sounds easy, but it's, it's not that simple. Or it's simple, but it's not that easy. I don't know, however what you say it, but you get what I'm saying. So it just takes really just a little drilling down. And the course, provides in our community. Our mentor has created this beautiful community where you can go in and rewatch the videos on this topic exactly. And she drills down a little bit more for what we already have learned in the course, and then we're able all to apply it. So just some of the things that you want to think about is, who is your audience? What similarities that they might have with you, and what other parts of your life or knowledge that you have that you may want to share with them, and how can you further serve your audience? So of course, man, I don't make any bones about it. I'm here to promote. I'm here to sell the course, the $500 course. But it has to be presented in a way, how I view sales, because I've always been, in sales my whole career, phone sales, telesales. Sales is something you do for somebody. not to someone. So, you kind of get that icky feeling of that slick salesman, and you walk away and you're like, man, I just got sold. It doesn't feel good, So anytime I've ever been able to help someone, it's always a solution for them. And yeah, it's a mutually beneficial as far as the sale might go, but I always feel better when I'm doing something that is for someone instead of to someone. And, we live in a world where people can get any information they want pretty much online. So if we start trying to BS people and not be our true self, it will catch up with us and it will show. And even in selling online, you don't want to get yourself in that spot. So that's why you want to stay kind of in your lane and stick to the things that that will resonate with other people and help them. Because that's really, I feel my calling is, or my purpose is really to help people. And I know that in the debt settlement industry, there's a lot of people that need help, but they might enter the program and you help them get out of debt. But man, a couple of years later, they might call you right back. They're right back into it. So it's not like a permanent solution. It feels good to help people, but I always wanted to do something lasting. I always wanted to, if people just were able to make or have more income, it could change their whole life, exponentially. That whole debt thing, people get in debt for many, many reasons, of course, but, the economy that's today, everybody's looking for a way to make some extra income and to be able to change their lives, really, and to leave legacy for their children. I think that sometimes we just forget about that. Living paycheck to paycheck, that's really hard to consider and to think about that, when we're just barely getting by. And I want to be part of the solution, not the problem. And so that's why it's important for me to share with people what I'm knowing, what I'm learning, and what I know to be true, and I know that will help them. And that's part of the reason why I'm out of the kind of network marketing and affiliate marketing. There's too many folks out there going online, buying products, and then getting dropped like a hot potato. No support, no nothing. And that is just so frustrating. It's a really good way to burn out a good-hearted person who has the intention of working hard and sticking with it when they don't have that support. I haven't found anything like what we do here with our community and this product, where you can either promote the product itself, which is the educational platform, the digital product that we have. I didn't create it. It's created and I utilize it. I went through it. I'm a student of it. I followed everything, and that's how my business runs automatically, and I'm still working full-time right now, but I was able to do that plus build my business. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm double dipping. I'm trying to get everything I can to get to my goals quicker, but definitely I will be job optional sooner than later. So I'm super excited about that, guys. So I kind of hope it was helpful for you today. It's something that just takes time and effort, but just remember just to be yourself. And if you're looking to really get started and learning more about exactly how to promote this course, or maybe you have something in mind that you want to build. Maybe there's a course or some sort of something that you have learned through your life that you want to get out there and share it with others. This course will show you how to put that together too. Show you how to market it, how to get it online, and how to promote it, which is the most important thing. So, and how to just have a legitimate business that you can grow, you can grow and exponentially, and also you can create other offers to continue to, have reoccurring income on a regular basis. So, hey guys, thank you for listening. And what I would say is, if you want to see more about what I'm referring to and a little bit more about this course, click on the link below, get on my email list. We hate spam, so we're not going to spam you a bunch or blow up your email with hundreds of emails, but it's a good way just to find out a little bit more how it works. That's kind of how I got started too. So, hey, good luck. I'll talk to you soon.